without the legalization of gay marriage. In most countries, there have been cases of marriage between people and non-consenting beings. Here are 10 examples of weddings where only one partner said "I do." 1. A cow. On the island of Bali, an amorous 18-year-old boy, Gura Alit, was discovered in a delicate situation with a neighbor's cow. The boy was questioned as to what he had been doing. He claimed that he had believed his partner to be a beautiful woman, who flirted with him and led him on. 2. A gout. In 2006, there was a widely reported case of a Sudanese man who married a goat. Charles Toom was caught in flagrante delicto with the animal and forced by the judgment of a council of village elders to marry her. The council decided to treat the matter as a joke rather than as a serious crime. However, its members insisted that Toom pay a dowry to the owner of the goat. 3. The Eiffel Tower. Erika Eiffel, née Laubry, is the most famous person to have married an inanimate object. In 2007, after an emotional 3-year courtship, Erika finally wed the Eiffel Tower. Today she remains happily married, and has since made the most of her fame by founding a web community for others who feel attractions to inanimate objects. 4. A dog. Although some marriages have been forced upon people as a punishment, there have been some which arise from genuine love for the animal in question. Joseph Gzo of Toowoomba, Australia, was walking his dog in a park one afternoon when he saw a marriage being conducted there. This experience was the inception of his idea to marry his dog, a female Labrador called Honey. 5. A truck. Maria Griffin of San Bernardino, California, feared she was asexual for years when she was unable to feel aroused by other people. She claims to have had her first orgasm while thinking about the Chrysler Building. Over time she developed feelings towards vehicles, Ford trucks in particular. No longer willing to fake affection for men, she purchased a Ford and married him in a wedding ceremony conducted by a friend. After the wedding, the married couple went on a honeymoon to a campsite. According to Maria, their sex life is healthy and active. 6. The Berlin Wall. Egeria Berliner Mauer, her surname meaning Berlin Wall in German, was the first person to publicly speak of her love for an inanimate object. It was Mrs. Berliner Mauer who coined the term objectum sexuality. She first fell in love with the Berlin Wall when she saw the barrier on television as a child. Over the years she visited the wall a number of times, and in 1979 she married it. 7. A cat. When the 15-year-old cat Cecilia fell ill, her owner, Uwe Mitsirlich, decided to take her to the vet. When Mr. Mitsirlich, a native of Germany, was informed by the vet that Cecilia did not have long to live, she was overweight and suffered from asthma, he decided it was time to formalize his relationship with his cat. 8. A pillow. Legend. You married a type of pillow called a dekamakura, which in English means Dutch wife. The dekamakura, often printed with anime images, is used in bed to give one something comforting to hug while sleeping. This pillow is decorated with an image of his favorite character, Faye Testarossa, who hails from the anime series Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha. After spending prolonged periods of time with Miss Testarossa, taking her to restaurants and theme parks, he decided to marry her. 9. A dolphin. Sharon Tendler married the dolphin Cindy in a ceremony held in the Israeli town of Eilat. Despite the dolphin spouse having the name Cindy, this was by no means a lesbian wedding. Cindy was, in fact, the dominant male of a pod of dolphins living on a reef. Apparently falling in love with Cindy at first sight, Miss Tendler visited Israel several times a year to see him. 10. A dead girlfriend. Shadil Defi, from Thailand, had been dating Serenia Kamsuk for 10 years after meeting her at university. However, when one day she asked him for his hand in marriage, he rebuffed her, citing a heavy workload. In January 2012, Serenia was killed in a car accident. According to Defi's friends, he decided to marry Serenia after her death, in order to right the wrong of denying her while she was alive. The ceremony took place at the same time as Serenia's funeral.